the true hunter, he asked if we ever gave up a spot because of pressure.
All the time.
Have. Yep.
All
Quite
the time.
often. Quite often. I can think of
away, man. It's public land. Anybody can hunt wherever they want. And quite often, my best spots, one day you go in there and there's a camera there, a tree stand, and a trail cut to it. And the spot's pretty much ruined anyway, so why would I keep hunting there? But occasionally somebody will get in for 1 or 2 hunts. But usually I hunt a spot once a year or at most twice a year. And it's not even very many spots I hunt twice a year. Maybe a couple spots on Dave's farm that I hunt more than once. But usually public land, I am in a different spot every time I go out. Even though there's spots I have scouted, I know from previous years or whatever, or from scouting. But somebody gets in there and I usually just take the high road and move on. It's not my land. It's everybody's land.
Yeah. And I think if you don't have that attitude, it can be a rough go at it on public land. If you let that stuff get to you.
You know, that destroys a lot of people that are YouTubers or well-known hunters. I can think of somebody in my group who quit because of it. But
yeah,
you start putting up films and people start actually watching your videos and trying to figure out where you hunted. And a lot of times they figure it out and they get in your spots and your spot is no longer your spot. Where I shot that real big buck last year, the 5th day of the season, there's a line of people hunting there now. There's never anybody there before. I could just name spot after spot after spot that's happened to, and I just move on. And I could kill bucks in those spots year after year just by keeping my mouth shut and not posting videos. So a lot of guys in the video industry will just stop posting videos. Right. They get out of it because it frustrates them or whatever. But I'm really to a point where killing a giant buck is what I'm trying to do, but it's not really life or death. I don't care if I get one or I don't. It's more about the hunt. It's about the process.
Yeah.
And I've got a wall full of deer, and I really enjoy bringing people into the sport. And I think the good people that watch the videos that are learning something and that are carrying on the tradition and that are staying into hunting because of what they learned here far outnumber the few crazies. And when you get to the point where you got 70,000 followers, you're going to have a few whack jobs, like it or not.
Yeah. I don't think you care me mentioning this, but didn't someone find your arrow you shot that buck with last year and like bring it to your house or something?
Yeah. That spot. I hunted there. I found that bedding. I mean, I showed it on video. I found the bedding. I realized it's got to be that big buck. I realized it had to be in September. There was only one possible tree you could get in, and it was a bush. Mm-hmm. And it was an invasive species bush, buckthorn, so you can cut limbs. I had to cut a hole to shoot out of that. I literally had to cut a hole to put the stand on and to shoot out of it because it's just a bush. And I had a shooting lane in 2 directions. That tree had never, ever, ever been hunted out of before. When I shot that buck, I got a message from a local kid who said that he'd been hunting that spot for years and that it's a great spot and I'll probably see him there sometime. And then he sent me a message and said that he went back there. It had bothered him that I didn't find my arrow, so he found it for me. And I had shot into, some crazy brush and cattails. Yeah. I shot through that deer. And I looked and we couldn't find that arrow. That kid literally had to dig up all the grass to find that arrow. And he set it on my mailbox. Is what it is. He's probably listening now.
Yeah. If you are, thanks for returning the arrow, man.
Hey, everybody. If you like the channel, make sure you subscribe right here. And if you like the clips, I got 2 more options for you. 2 options right here. Subscribe right here. See you guys.